everybody, and welcome back to AGP. I know it's been a while, but that's right. We are back with some more podcasting, and today I'm bringing back one of my favorite creators, talk about one of my favorite titles of indie comics that we have out, and the new Kickstarter that they have going on. So without further ado, let's not waste any time. Let's welcome the amazing, the creative, and one of my favorite creators of all time, the wonderful Lee Xopher!
Hey guys, what's up? Thanks, Amanda.
Tell me another podcast that gives you an intro like that.
None. Doesn't exist.
So how are you doing, my friend? How are you doing? Last time I've seen you was Gym City.
Yeah, it's been a busy couple months. I've been doing great. Kickstarter is live and it is fully funded. So, you know, what is there to complain about? Did your dog just boot me off this podcast? After that warm welcome. I see how it is.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Okay, chill. Here. I know no one's redeemed one yet, and I don't care. Would you please? Here, look. Get the bone. Get the bone, Fizzy. Get the bone. There you go. Oh my God. The only thing that would have made that better is if she did that during the WYLD.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so sorry. You know, she's just like me. Has to be center of attention. What can I say?
Yep, I get it. We're live. Things happen when you're live.
That's what makes this show so much fun.
Yeah.
So new Kickstarter already funded, and it's one of my favorite comics. Tell everybody why it's such a great comic.
Because I made it.
Well, duh.
No, so Altered Ego is a comic about a world where superpowers are commonplace, but most people who have them are just trying to be like internet famous. Sound familiar?
I feel a little personally attacked. No.
The story follows a woman who does not have any powers. She very much wants to be a superhero, and so she's fed up with how nobody else is taking things seriously. And then as much as she hates it, she keeps getting drawn into the spotlight because she's doing the right thing.
See, she gets to be in the spotlight anyway. Of course, she's doing the right thing, so how well is that going to work out?
Yeah, exactly.
And, of course, this comic is called Alter Ego.
It's called Altered Ego. Yep, it is. So we're looking at the 4th issue right now. It's going to be a 6-issue series, so we're just past the halfway point here.
By the way, that is amazing, and I kind of want that. Like, that's the whole thing. That whole thing should have been the cover, not just the
Part of it is the cover, yeah.
I know. Yeah. I know it's 2 different images, but that's just that. I don't know what it is with the green and the orange. It's just such a great palette.
Yeah.
Together. I love
it. Works.
It really does. So, of course, like with all Kickstarters, you set up a video. So I say, let's go ahead and check out the video.
Perfect. Let's do it.
Hey, Kickstarter. Lee Xopher here, and we are talking Altered Ego number 4, Toxic. It's been 15 years since the first superhero, Hero Prime, made his public debut. Today, superpowered individuals called Sparklings are a common factor of everyday life. Our story follows Sue, a woman with no powers, after she has abandoned her dream of saving the world and instead has chosen to hide away from it. The world, however, might just have other plans for her. Altered Ego number 4, Toxic, is a full-color, 24-page superhero comic written and illustrated by yours truly. This is the 4th issue of the comic series that explores the desire to have a secret identity when oversharing that which makes people special has become normal. In this chapter, Sue must decide once and for all if she's willing to stand up and be the hero the world needs. The Kickstarters for the first 3 issues were all great successes, and I need your support to get issue 4 printed and out into the world. If you're new to the world of Altered Ego, you're in luck because all previous issues are also available through this campaign. I have some great rewards for you guys, including variant covers, apparel, and a whole bunch of original art. Best of all the artwork is complete and ready to go, aside from any commissions that are ordered. Thanks for checking out my Kickstarter, and I hope you'll consider backing Altered Ego number 4, Toxic. I am pumped to continue this story, and I can't do it without your help.
Let's go!
Ooh.
Yeah, I am excited because the story has been absolutely amazing. Hi, Cassie. How you doing? But no, the story has been amazing.
Thank
And
you.
the characters are so amazing. Like every time I see something like the invisible one taking selfies, it's like, what? Are you serious?
Perfect.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you make sure your hair looks okay before you did that? You know? But no, it is a fantastic comic. I have the first 3 issues, and it's such. So one of the reasons why I love your work is because not only do you tell these great stories, but you have very well-rounded characters. They constantly learn or don't learn based off of the way that you've written them, by their mistakes. Some of them are just oblivious to what the world's really supposed to be like, but they're very well-rounded, really developed along with the world. And I think that's something that's really important, that a lot of comics seem to not understand, that you can't just have a character. You have to have a world. You got to build a world. You got to let people feel like they're actually being a part of it. Just like when you read a book.
Yeah, it's a fun balancing act that is hard to get right. Like you need a story that's engaging. You need characters, like you said, that are well-rounded, that make sense. Some that you can root for, some that you root against. And you also need like a concept, which I think a lot of books, at least, in the independent market, have good concepts. Like, a world where such and such happens. You're like, oh yeah, that's the hook. I'm on board. But then once you read it, you're like, oh, these characters aren't really well fleshed out. Or the story's a little bit predictable or whatever. So it's something that I really strive for, to get like all 3 of those aspects. So the fact that you pointed that out is great, and I appreciate that.
Not a problem. So, of course, as always with every Kickstarter, we're going to have things. There's going to be stickers, first day stickers. Guess what? First day's over, guys.
Sorry. You missed it.
Now, this 2 backed project stickers, is this any 2 projects that you've done, or any 2 projects that you and your brother have done? How is that working out?
Yeah, any project that I've been a part of. So the company that I formed to sort of like publish my comics is Blank Page Studios. So that incorporates Rock of Pages, The WYLD, and Altered Ego. So those are the 3 books. Any Kickstarter from any of those, if you backed 2 of them, so this one and any previous one, you would get that sticker. And then I also have one for 5 back projects. This is now I think this is the 6th project that I've done. So it's possible that someone could have backed 5 at this point, in which case they would get that sticker. And sort of my plan is just to keep doing, once I get to 10, I would have another sticker for that, and just, try to reward people who come back. I
already have 5. 1, 2, 3, and then so I have 3 from here, and then I have 2 from the WYLD. So I have 5.
There you go. So you got 5.
I want this.
You will get it.
You notice I skip like the stuff. I'm like, no, this. My second favorite comic from you.
Uh-huh.
I like the wristband. That's funny.
Yeah, that's there's an event in the comic, Spark Fest, and you'll see some characters get a wristband. And so I thought it would be fun to just offer that. I think in the Kickstarter for the 2nd issue, I also had It Girl had an event, and I had like an event ticket for that event. So I like doing little things from the world to come out to the real world.
I want a badge.
No, I looked into that. It was a lot more expensive than the wristbands.
Trust me, I know how expensive badges are, darling. Being one of those people. Ooh, guys, we need to get this unlocked. We only need 500 more. Let's go.
Yep, let's go.
Because we need trading cards.
Yes. Trading cards is up next, and I've got probably like 5 more stretch goals planned. So, keep smashing that donate button.
And that's something that, a lot of people may not realize. When it comes to Kickstarter, you're not just getting the thing that so if you come down here, you'll notice that there's a bunch of different things. So like you can get a physical copy for 10, which I'm going to be honest, guys, this guy here is one of the few people that you can still get a physical comic for $10 plus shipping and handling.
Yeah. And the $10 one comes with the physical copy and the digital copy.
A lot of people, you're looking at 25, 30 just for that nowadays on their Kickstarters. So help the indie guy out, because he's cutting you deals straight off the bat compared to a lot of other Kickstarters that I've seen out there.
Yeah, I try to draw the line, I try to keep the cost as low as possible. Like, I know at some point I need to pay myself, and at some point I need to keep up with just the trends for the industry. But yeah, I try to keep it as low as possible. I want to get as many backers as possible. I want as many people reading the book as possible. That's the goal.
Well, and the thing is, in today's society, this comic speaks volume because, like you said, it's people with superpowers going, I'm a Twitch streamer, I'm a TikToker, I'm a YouTuber, I'm an Instagrammer. That's what they're doing. And how many people without superpowers try to be those types of people in today's realm? And for them, it's easy because they have the superpowers. So it's so easy because everybody's like, but once everybody has superpowers, which superpowers are the ones that trend? Which ones? And then you're going back to looks and the fake personalities that there are a lot of people online who lie to you exactly who they are, because you're going to feed into it. And you're going to give them those likes and those subs and give them the money. And that really, it mirrors today's society, this comic.
Yeah, I looked at it, I think there were two sort of concepts that came together, and that's when I knew that I had something. The first was thinking about in the real world, like our world, right? If people start getting superpowers, what are they going to do?
Rob a bank.
That's possible, but you also go to jail if you rob a bank.
No, I have superpowers. I'm now president of my one-person democracy.
Let's say you have laser vision, right? That's a solid power. You can do stuff with that. You can rob a bank, which maybe you get away with it. You can try to stop people from robbing banks, but you're also, not bulletproof or not knife proof or whatever. So you could get hurt, kill yourself. You could also end up in jail for screwing up. Or you could make videos of you shooting things with your laser vision and get sponsors and, make money that way.
And completely clear out traffic when I am get out of my way.
Yeah.
I will not have a windshield in my car. Beep, beep, you got 2 seconds. Oh, you just cut off in front of me? Nah.
Yeah.
Don't ever let me have superpowers. It's going to be a bad idea. It's a really bad idea. I know how evil I truly am. It's a bad idea.
Yeah. And then the other thought that I had was that, thinking about it that way, the skills that people do have, somebody is the fastest man alive, right? Somebody can run faster than any other person on the planet. And they are competing in sports. They're trying to just beat the record. No shade thrown at whoever this guy is. But he's, trying to get gold medals. He's not trying to, race people to the hospital or whatever else, whatever the Flash does. And the same thing, there are people who are incredibly good at playing video games, and you're having fun with it and you're hanging out with your friends and doing stuff. A lot of the things that we do the best are hobbies or ways to make money, not necessarily to help people. And that's not a criticism. That's just what everybody does. My superpower is drawing, and I don't, spend my time drawing ads for the charities or anything like that. I'm making comics that inspire me and that make me feel good, and then I'm trying to make money from it. So again, it's not.
I mean, that doesn't mean that there isn't still this passion of wanting to do it and for other people to enjoy the comic and stuff like that. But you're right. When we're content creators or any type of creator, whether it's music or comics or podcasting or let's plays or whatever it is, a lot of people get into it hoping that they make it big. I ain't gonna lie. I want the money. I want to be well known enough to where this is the only job that I have. Yes, I enjoy the fact that people enjoy my content, but I'm not gonna lie. Oh, I hate it when people go, "Well, I just do it for the fame." No, you don't. No, you don't.
Yeah. So those two things, like holding a mirror up and thinking about like what would happen in reality. And again, Sue's perspective is that she hates it. Right, because she thinks that everybody who has powers should be trying to make the world a better place, and the fact that she doesn't have powers, she has such a chip on her shoulder from that. And again, rightfully so, as we see in the comic. But then the other side of that is that they're just people living their lives. That's just what anybody would do, or maybe not anybody, but what most people would do.
It's actually funny because there's actually a line from The Incredibles that really does kind of fit this. When everybody's super, then nobody's super.
Yeah, exactly.
So even she's actually the minority not having any powers, while almost everybody else does. And you're still back into the same situation as if nobody had the powers because everybody has them. I mean, the cat talks, for criminy sakes. Even the cat's like, you kind of suck. No. I mean, Carol's just funny. Like, no. I do love the name of this one, Toxic.
Yeah.
Because I kind of see a villain here, but I know how you use your words for your titles of your comics. So I know it means so much more than just who the villain is in this comic.
Right. It was, there's lots of layers with it. So obviously, there is a toxic sludge guy. But then obviously, toxic, just the word means so much in 2024.
Yep. And the thing is see, because now guys, I have not read the comic. So my speculation is the word toxic can mean everything from the villain to somebody overusing the word and thinking everything's toxic because we have those people, to somebody who is actually toxic, to them just going, is this what I want to do, or is this going to be toxic for me? There are so many layers that this can run into. Yeah,
exactly. And I won't spoil it either, but I think
don't, because you know me, my mind constantly goes, and I read your comics and I'm like, okay, so this could be this. And like, it's my mind. Yeah. You ever watch those like detective movies where like they have like the string all over the map? Yeah. That's my brain when I'm reading your comic.
Well, and that's good, because I mean that's my brain when I'm writing it too. It's like, oh yeah, this word fits like these 7 different things. So I know I'm onto something at that point.
And then here they are at the Sparkle convention.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Spark Fest. I drew, inspiration from Comic-Cons.
Have you ever been to one?
Have you guys ever been to a Comic-Con?
Many. I mean, as soon as I saw it, I was like, I know where they're at. I recognize the table, the bags, the merch on the thing.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, but It Girl, she is definitely the one that's gonna be like so busy, focused on her phone until somebody comes up and she's like, okay, give me my money.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I had a lot of fun. I didn't share a whole lot of images, but a lot of fun just drawing backgrounds and background characters, because like I've got so many stories from conventions and so many like, oh, I know exactly what this thing is. I know exactly what these are supposed to look like type of things.
Yeah, I bet I could just see you going, okay, this is all the stuff that I know, and now I got to get into a comic.
Right.
Because, I mean, we do these shows.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a cute cover.
Yeah.
That's Nate's work, right?
That is Nate's work. You got it. Yeah, I did a handful of variant covers. And like always, my brother Nate, who's also an artist, is doing a variant cover for that one. That's Warped. He's going to do one with each of the main characters, and that's the one.
Nice. And then, oh wait, is this?
Do you have any guess on who that is?
Is that Carol in human form?
Yeah, it is. So when she was a human, she was a superhero, went by the code name of Skinwalker. And I wanted to do a variant cover since Carol was like the spotlight of this issue, to just have her human form in there as well.
Yo, let's go. I was like, wait. That's why I said wait. I was like,
yeah,
it's Carol. It's got to be.
Yeah.
Oh, here comes the movie one for Kill Bill.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, every issue I do a movie variant homage. And, I love Tarantino movies. But the poster was so good. The hardest part was figuring out what to do because the bride has a sword in her hand, right, that goes down.
Right.
Was figuring out what to do with that. But Hero Prime is that character, and he has a gun that you see in issue 3 that shoots like a brain wave type thing. So I was like,
your brain is grounded. And then here's the all 4 issues together.
Yep. Yeah, this issue is focused on number 4, but all issues are available. So don't be, if you're interested, and don't feel overwhelmed by it. There's an option to catch up on the entire series so far.
And okay, I already mentioned that there's people that do one comic for $25, and like that's like their lowest thing that you could do, other than here you could just give me $1. You're actually doing all 4 physical copies of the first 4 issues for $25.
Yeah, that's right. And that's
and a PDF.
And the digital copy of number 4. Yeah, and we're talking about, how everybody's trying to make money. It's like, yeah, what I'm doing with this is trying to make money to print the comics so that I can have them and sell them. So issues 1, 2, and 3 are already paid for. Like,
right.
I'm just trying to sell them at, the normal market rate for those.
But that's such a great price for all 4 comics. That is a really good price.
Yep. So just remember that Kickstarter.
I mean, think about it. 10, 20, 30, 40 for me. I should have waited. No. I joke. I kid. You know me. I've backed every comic so far that I've known about.
So I also do a cosplay cover every time. This is It Girl cosplaying one of our other characters, Ari from the WYLD.
Okay. I'm like, it's got It Girl's boobs. I'm sorry. We all know It Girl has boobs.
We all know.
But I was like, who is she? I know the staff.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like, what's going on here? All right. Ooh, I bet that's gorgeous.
Yeah, I haven't printed it yet, but I do a hollow foil print series every time, and they turn out really nice.
Oh, I love hollow foil. Okay, you could tell Heather straight off the bat, that is the cutest Carol in the world.
Yes,
and
absolutely.
She needs to go ahead and sell these when she comes to the shows.
Yeah. Yeah.
If she comes again next year, I hope that I did well with her, because this was her first year at Gym City, right?
Yeah, that's right. This was her first show in general ever. So
I hope she had a lot of fun, and I hope she absolutely loves and adores me. And you need to tell her that she needs to make these. That way, one, you could put one on your desk, and then you can send people over to her table to buy them after they buy the comic. And it's like this symbiotic relationship.
Yeah, absolutely. That'd be great. I think the easy thing, well, maybe not easy thing, but the benefit of doing something like comics or just digital art, right? You do it once and then you just run off copies, right? Or do a print run.
When you're into the crafting stuff, you have to make one every single time.
Every time, exactly. So they're all handmade with love, or the closest thing to love, we'll say. And they're available through this campaign. Hopefully we're going to make them available in the future, but if you want them,
if not, tell Heather Amanda wants one, because she's important.
She wants one. Yeah.
And then there's the t-shirt.
Yeah, do a t-shirt every time. It's been a big hit. So Warped is the featured character this time.
Nice. And then $60 physical comic for all the covers. That's really
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, there are some people who collect them, so this is the option to get every cover for this issue.
I'll be honest, I'm torn between this one and I mean, I always have to get the original because I have a full original set.
Right. Yeah.
But I told you I already liked Carol. Like, I didn't even, the very first time I found this comic, I was like, I like the kitty. And
Yeah.
you're like, that's Carol. And I was like, I like the kitty. So actually getting a comic, the variant cover with Carol on it is something that I'm really interested in doing.
Yeah. Yeah. And that was one of the reasons I wanted to do it. You know, I just.
Oh, you did it just so I could be like, here. Thanks.
No, I mean, because I love the character too, and I wanted to draw her human form. And I was like, let's get it in here. Let's just do it.
So that means Carol's Native American then, right?
She is, yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you said Skinwalker, and I know that's a Native American lore, so.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah, that's where I got it from. I don't remember at what point I came up with it, but I was just looking up like shape-shifting things, and I was like, yeah, that fits.
Yeah, I mean, it really does. I like the fact that she actually becomes a Skinwalker and becomes a cat instead of a coyote, which is kind of like a nice little change.
Yeah.
Normally, they're associated with coyotes or Wendigos.
Right.
So, thank you for not having a Wendigo superhero. We'd all be screwed.
Not yet.
And then, there's the set right there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so every book that I've worked on, the Blank Page Studios collection.
I have all of these, but this one here.
Yep, I appreciate that.
It was so nice. By the way, thank you so much for getting those comics to me at Gym City.
Oh, yeah, no problem.
Collection. That was totally bank on you.
No, yeah, I mean, I appreciate the support.
I got you. And then original art plus the comic, which is all gone. And then that one's all gone.
Yep.
Right now, I'm going to say that is smexy.
Yeah. So I worked with 3 different artists to get sketch covers made. Right now, there's only one left of the original arts. So that's really cool.
Jeffrey Ward's.
Yep. So if you want an original piece of art, that's your last chance to get one is Jeffrey's version of Hero Prime.
All gone, all gone. He's just stamping everything. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, $145 for the lot. That's not bad.
Yeah, everything new aside from the original art. So any new piece of printed merchandise or digital merchandise. Yeah.
And then your commissions, which, dude, getting a commission from Lee is amazing.
Yeah, always offer commissions and always give them a lot of work. So I think you get your money's worth. I hope you do. People keep ordering them, so I assume that's a good thing.
Dude, you and Nate always seem to kill it because you guys just have that. You have that right art style between the two of you that just talks to almost, I would say, 98% of the population.
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate that. I definitely feel like I could be more popular, but I'm happy with my art style. I really like it and I have a lot of fun with it.
Look, you're going to be more popular. All I got to do is find the right people to read this comic and the WYLD to get them onto the right platform so they could be like, dude, honestly, Alter Ego could honestly be like The Boys. It really could be.
Yeah.
They could even up the ante, make it, you keep the comic at a PG-13. They could probably up the ante into an R if they wanted to.
Sure. Yeah.
I mean, let's face it. They get a hold of this. It Girl has an OnlyFans page.
Yeah. Absolutely would.
She has no problem with that.
Yeah.
I could see Alter Ego being done like a show like The Boys. I see the WYLD being done like a cartoon series like Darkwing Duck or DuckTales or even the new Arc animated series.
Yeah.
So we just got to get the right person to see the potential, to see what I see, to know what I know and be like, she's right. and then I'll get my commission and then we're all gravy.
Yeah, and then you're famous from having me on your podcast, and then we're all good.
We're all gravy. See, it's part of the master plan. And then, of course, the original art from the cover that you're doing.
Yeah, I do that one in original art every time. So it's 11 by 17 full color ink and Copic marker illustration.
And then, of course, guys, one of the things that I really do love that Kickstarter started doing, I would say, about a year, 2 years ago is when they started letting people do add-ons.
It's been maybe a little bit longer than that, maybe like 5 years ago or so.
Maybe
time flies.
I just remember when it first came out, there were no add-ons.
Yep.
So like you had like all these different things, but now you could just add on stuff, which is always nice. And remember, you're not just getting the stuff that you're buying; you're also getting those rewards that we've shown you before. So
yeah, absolutely. That's one thing I like to do because I need people to back the Kickstarter so that I can afford to do the print run. And as my reward for that, since you're like an early backer, there's just free stuff that you get, right? There's stuff that you don't get anywhere else. It's just a little thank you for helping me get this, kickstarted.
So like if you don't see one of the things in here that you wanted, like maybe this isn't the way that you wanted to do it, you could always just go ahead, get the $10 thing, add on the stuff that you want, and going back up, you're getting all of this stuff for free on top of it.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing. It's so worth it.
Just do it. Just do it.
Do it. Do it. Do it. No, seriously. And of course, guys, we also know that if you can't back, we understand that. Share. Just come over to the page and hit Facebook or Twitter, or just hit that little thing right there and grab that link and share it out to everybody. It's so easy. Watch. I'll do it right now. Bop. Paste. Boom. Link.
Perfect. Yeah, and I definitely get it. Like, I can't support every Kickstarter that I come across either. I can't buy every comic out there. So if you're not able to support this one, but you think it's interesting, share the link, like Amanda just said. Like my post, follow me on social media. Anything to help the algorithm helps out too.
And you can follow Lee everywhere. Lee is so easy. Every single one of his things is at Lee Xopher. That right there. Just follow that right there, guys.
Yep.
That's Instagram. That's Twitter. That's Facebook. Easy. So easy.
Easy peasy.
It's actually the easiest way to find his stuff on Kickstarter, too. Just type in his name.
Type in my name. And then my website is leexopher.com also.
See, he was smart. He kept everything the same.
It makes it easy. Yeah.
It really does. Like there are a lot of people out there. I don't know how they do what they do, because I'm just like, you have a different name for everything.
Yeah.
That's too confusing.
It is very confusing. If you're clicking around, maybe it's easy. If you just click a link tree or something. But yeah, if you're telling people where to go, or if you're searching, it is hard.
It is. And I'm just like,
Yeah.
Do you have any idea the amount of work it is for me to, it's like, I love it. Cause like, I get to talk to you and I get to talk to Nate and you guys, and I know your guys' stuff and working with the shows and stuff, but do you know how many people go, well, can you promote me? You didn't send me anything.
Yeah.
I don't know who you are, where you are.
Yeah.
Or what any of your social medias are. What, am I just supposed to pull it out of a hat somewhere?
I think they want you to make the social media profiles for them. And
No.
Then those.
So you saw that I started doing these new promotional things. I'm not really a graphic designer, but I've dabbled enough with it to make it look nice.
Yeah.
Some guy asked Jesse to have me do some free stuff for him, and he'll just promote where he got it from. One, I'm not a digital artist, so that doesn't help me any. And two, no.
Yeah.
I'm with the rest of my artist friends. Money.
Yeah. And it's like, if this guy is coming,
you are an artist coming to the show, and you're going to be like, well, I can give her a shot. You know better. You
Yeah.
should know better. Nah, brah. I was just like, it was the funniest thing. I about flipped out. I'm just like, oh, wait till I tell everybody this, because this is funny.
Yeah.
Like, there's not an artist that's gonna be here that'll be like, are you serious? Like, no.
Yeah. Yeah. Pay your artists, people.
Pay your artists. I mean, that's why a lot of people, it's a lot of people. There are people out there, and they'll find out, well, you do this or this or this, and they'll reach out to you and be like, hey, do you need a? I'll be like, I wish I could. Ain't got no money.
Right. Yeah.
There's a reason why I have to learn on my own.
No, and I think there's a benefit to that. Like I do everything with this comic myself. And that's not necessarily because I want to. I enjoy all of it, but a big part of it is like, well, I could hire somebody to letter, or I could, learn how to do it myself.
Yeah, but Nate's so expensive.
Yeah, and it's the same thing with even like the variant covers that I do. I always pay the artist, but at a certain point, I'm like, I can just draw this.
Yeah.
It's like, should I just draw this? Is it worth paying somebody else to do it? But I get it.
Yeah, I mean, getting these other people to do drawings, like, do you pay them outright, or are they okay with just getting the money from, the person buying the reward? It's one of those things, but you can't. And every now and again, I'm sure there's like something where like, okay, well, I'll do this for you for this Kickstarter, but then I want you to do this for this Kickstarter. But there's always a give and take within this community of comic creating.
Yeah. Yeah, there always is. And I always just offer to pay the artist, just because, again, I don't want to presume, and I know how it is. Like, if I want to work with somebody, I'm like, hey, what's your rate for this? And if it's cool, then cool. And if not, I'm like,
all right. Well, when you get to stick figure man, call me. All right. Because I can draw a mean stick figure man. I can draw a line. That's not a problem. Anything else, I ain't got you.
Yeah.
There's a reason why I became the gamer/podcaster. I can talk. I can't draw.
Yeah. I mean, not everybody needs to. Like, I have fun with it, but I get it. Not everybody needs to, and that's okay. Everybody's got their own things that they like doing, or they're
yeah. But look, you know how to shade and get the right angles, and I can't even color the shading right. I tried it one day, and I'm like, that looks like mud. I don't think that's right.
A lot of the practice is that BFA coming into play.
It's just one of those things, you look at somebody's stuff and it's like, how do you, people do that all the time. And again, you have incredible work. You are an amazing artist. You're a great storyteller. You have very fleshed characters, a great world that's going on here, and a world and a comic that people really should be reading, because it reflects so much about our society today, right now, as we're talking right now. This comic is kind of like the parallel universe. It's like Mirror Mirror from Star Trek.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. I just did a Star Trek reference with the comic book. It's okay.
Nope. I love Star Trek. I got it. I'm on board. I followed you.
That's why we're buddies. All right, so we are going to go ahead and wrap this up, just because I know that you have a very important engagement at 8. So, guys, I know it's really sad, because normally we have like these really long podcasts with Lee. This is just, take this as a little taste, a little nugget, and Lee will be back soon, I'm sure. I'm sure he's working on the WYLD or something else in the background after this.
So many things I'm working on. There's all the projects that are coming next after Altered Ego is done in 2 more issues.
Stop saying 2 more issues. I want more. I want more. I need spin-offs. I need origin stories, okay? I need Alter Ego origin It Girl. Alter Ego origin. Yeah. I need these, okay? Carol's backstory and her story of how she became a cat. Okay, you're not done. I'm not allowing this. I'm sorry. I just prequels to prequels. Exactly. Okay. I just set you up with at least 6 more comic series to write. Okay.
There may be some spinoffs coming. That's all I'm going to say.
I'm sorry, I'm so bad. But of course, again, just remind everybody a little bit about what this comic is and places that they can go to find your content.
Sure. So right now, the best place to go is go to Kickstarter, search for Altered Ego, search for Lee Xopher. The Kickstarter is live until October 16th, I believe. We're on week 1 of the 4-week campaign, so another couple weeks to back. I'm online, leexopher.com. Lee Xopher is my social media handle for pretty much everything, or it's my handle for everything that I'm on. If there's something else that I should be on, just feel free to let me know. I'll make an account. And yeah, Altered Ego, the comic about a world where superpowers are commonplace, following a woman with no powers, and she wants to be a hero and is fed up with how the world is right now, which I think a lot of people are fed up with how the world is right now. It's the 4th issue of a 6-issue comic series, so we're almost done with it. It's getting exciting now. I think it's always been exciting, but the entire thing is written. I'm actually already doing art for issue 5, so it's all in progress. It's going somewhere, and it's all planned out. What do you think?
Hold on. Okay, so we know. I'm just trying to think about who's going to be on the next cover.
Oh.
I know Hero Prime's going to have to get a cover in one of these next 2 issues.
He will get a cover at some point, yes.
So I got to figure out who would be the next one to actually get. I have a couple ideas.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see if I'm right.
All right. Write that down. Put it in a time capsule.
I am. I totally am. So, of course, as always, everybody, make sure that you check out my buddy Lee Xopher here. Like he said, he's on all social medias at Lee Xopher. Make sure that you check out the Kickstarter. Again, if you can't back it, just share it out. Please, oh please share it out. Tell everybody. Shout it out. Run up all the way up to your balcony and just shout it out. If you don't have a balcony, just open up the window and they go, never mind. But Lee,
you can share this video. It's going up to YouTube, right? That helps both of us.
This will get edited, and I'm gonna get it taken care of. And either tomorrow or the next day, I will have it up on YouTube.
Great.
Because we got 27 days. 27 days to get this done. I know this is it, but I don't have 27 figures, so we're just going with the 7. And it's also kind of back. It's really weird and backwards.
Yeah. Well, the way you did it is 2 also, which is
but for me this is a 7, but I have to do it, and it's so weird because you're looking and you're like, okay.
Anyway,
the cameras.
You got it.
But as always, Lee, thank you so much for reaching out and wanting to be on the show. It always puts a smile on my face that you enjoy coming over to my channel and hanging out and talking about this stuff. Oh, my pleasure. You guys are amazing. Your brother's amazing. Heather's amazing. Jackie's amazing.
We're all amazing.
You guys got a little quad triplet, but I don't know. You got a quad something going on there.
Quartet.
There you go, quartet. We'll take that. Because I know if I say something, it's going to come out wrong, and then I'm going to have to listen to my mom who yells at me because she watches my videos, and she goes, that's not how you pronounce it. That's not an English word. No, Mom, I speak Amandanese. It's okay. But again,
we're 4 cool people.
But thank you so much. And guys, check him out. Follow his stuff. Go back to Kickstarter or share it out. And if you want more AGP, we're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Reddit, and of course, we're over on YouTube. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you all, and Lee will see you all on the next time he's here. And y'all have a great night. Bye.
Bye.